And welcome, Hoosier Nation, to another edition of the Hoosier Sound-Off, recorded on Monday morning, January 28th, 2019. I am your host, Noah Freeman, and I am here for your quick roundup of IU sports news. To start, some good news after a disappointing weekend in basketball news. The men's and women's swimming and diving programs swept their meet against Purdue over the weekend. The women's team, ranked number 11th in the nation, beat unranked Purdue with a score of 187.5 to 111.5. The win has the Lady Hoosiers at 3-1 on the season. For the men, who are ranked number 3 in the nation, beat number 24 Purdue with a score of 188 to 106. This gives the Hoosiers their 7th win on the season as they continue to stay undefeated. Not only that, but the men's program now have beaten the Boilermakers 29 times in a row. This is the 29th straight dual meet victory for Indiana over Purdue. Next, yesterday, the women's basketball team ran into one of the teams to beat in the Big Ten, Maryland. Maryland, ranked as number 11 on the season, beat the Lady Hoosiers 76-56 yesterday in Bloomington. If it weren't for a 20-5 second quarter in favor of Maryland, the Hoosiers hung with one of the better teams in the nation for the rest of the game. Take out the second quarter woes the Hoosiers had, and the score would have been 56-51. Offense was a struggle yesterday as the women shot only 37.5% from the field, 25% from beyond the arc, and 55.6% from the line. It didn't help that the dynamic duo of Brenna Wise and Allie Patberg only combined for a score of 11 points. The Lady Hoosiers look to bounce back on Thursday against Rutgers in Piscataway. This is no tough test for Indiana, though, as the women's Rutgers team is first in the Big Ten and ranked 14th in the nation. Game tips off at 7 o'clock p.m. Lady Hoosiers are 16-5 overall and 5-4 in the Big Ten. Lastly, looking past the most recent performance from the men's basketball team, they look to finally steal a game this Wednesday as the guys also travel to Piscataway for a 7 o'clock tip-off time. The Scarlet Knights have the same record as the Hoosiers in conference play. That record is 3-6. They are on a 2-game win streak after just beating Nebraska and Penn State. The other conference win is against number 16 Ohio State. The Hoosiers are finally predicted to win this matchup, with ESPN giving them a 58.3% chance to win. KenPom has Indiana down at 43rd and Rutgers at 101st, which is back to being the lowest in the Big Ten in terms of KenPom rankings. They give Indiana a 56% chance to win with a score of 66-64. This is not the same Rutgers team as we have seen in recent past, though. They already have the same amount of wins they had all of last season in conference play and half the amount of time. Remember to watch us live Tuesday evenings at 8:30 p.m. and subscribe to our podcast, The Hoosier Sound, wherever you listen to podcasts. If you'd like the transcript and links mentioned in today's show, head over to indianahq.com to check that out, in addition to all of their insightful articles. I will catch you this Friday, February 1st, for the next edition of The Hoosier Sound-Off. But, as always, thank you for listening, Hoosier Nation, and we'll see you next time.